Okay, machine cleaning and oiling time. So this is how I was taught to do it. If there is better tips and tricks, let me know. I've taken my needle plate off. That actually might be why I'm skipping stitches. That came out a little too easy. So I was given the tip to use a disposable mascara brush to get in there. So never do compressed air. I think everybody knows that. And if you don't, the reason you don't do compressed air is because imagine pushing all of this further and further and further into your machine, which is what compressed air will do. So it has a purpose in like computing and stuff like that, like IT, but they actually take everything off before they spray it with compressed air. So I like this because it gets just so much off. Where did I get these from? I think I got these from Temu or Amazon. I'll check. If it's Amazon, I'll give you the link. If it's Temu, I don't really know how to do that link shit. So much stuff. So we've probably done, I'm supposed to oil the wick in here every 8 hours of sewing, and I have been pretty slack at that. So I'm going to try and get better at that, which we'll do more on here, but yeah. So builds up fluff. I also have cats, so my room is generally a little dustier than most. I do put a cover on it when I'm not using it, but since I sew about every day, I only put it on there when it's like extended periods, like if I'm switching over to embroidery on a different machine for a while, which will be a side quest we do. I have a couple side quests going. I have a Cutie Breeze frame that I'm putting together, and as soon as we are through the block of months for October, and hopefully before the November packs arrive, I'm going to move my machine into our record room, our music room, and let's see if I can move that so you can see here. Yeah, then have a little play on that. All right, this is looking pretty good to what it was. Just going to do up here. I'm using rasant thread at the moment, and it's probably the least nicest one I've got in their range. It's a white one. I'm really going to triple check that it is a rasant thread. I'm sure it is. Okay, so that's after I've done that a few times and cleaned it a few times. So you get quite a lot out. I try and clean it up as I go. Okay, now we need to oil it. So this isn't sewing machine oil. This is Janome cleaner. I was told specifically to use this to put 1 drop in the wick after every 8 hours of sewing. So we've done that. Once you open that, leave it upright because it does leak. And then we line up the bobbins. Now maybe this is why it's jumping. Maybe it was just a bit unhappy. I've never actually, so I line it up. Oh, must just be like that. They line up. Okay. All right, then I'm going to put my needle plate back in. It's acknowledged it, so it's in the right spot. I'm going to put my bobbin back in. Now mine's a bobbin that doesn't have to be fed through. It just does that. And then I can never make this needle thread work. Even if I do it now, it's not going to work. Especially not with foot up. Okay. Oh, didn't want to do that. I pressed too many buttons. Make sure foot is attached. We're going to unlock the machine. We're going to push that down. Oh, of course, because I'm on camera filming, it worked. Well, we're not unhappy it worked. All right, so hopefully that will see it very happy again and not skipping things. That's it. I don't reuse these. I just throw them away. Is that a bit wasteful? Yes, but my machine is worth far more than a little bit of waste on that. And then we'll service it again after a little bit more time. Back on. Yep, there we go. All right. So, messy room, side quest. So, this is about 9 months overdue for a friend of mine who I used to work with. And I am going to attempt, after we've done all the block, to hook it up on here. So this is a Cutie Breeze frame. And it basically takes your domestic machine and turns it into like a long arm. And coming out, well, in America it's already out, but in Australia it's coming out next year, is a module you can stick on here, which actually turns it into a long arm, which computerizes it. So it connects to the frame, not your machine, and it does pantographs and other things, and does, long arm quilt, automated long arm quilting. So I'm very excited, but we're going to play with that quilt on this first. So stay tuned for further side quests.